Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today on day number 11 of my non-meta account series. Today, the original plan was to use our newfound power from yesterday's 100 treasure ticket openings to push in the Aspen dungeon. And we ended up pushing so much further than I thought we'd go. We've actually ended up on the leaderboard, which is nuts because Morax is level 10. But the real MVPs were actually King Barton and Garuda. So yeah, it's a longer video than I anticipated. I was going to cut some out, but I thought, no, I'm going to leave it in. So I hope you do enjoy it. Please like and sub. Check out the Discord. Tomorrow I'm going to upload my first account review video. So I hope you enjoy that. But yeah, have fun. And let's go. Hey everyone, thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be doing Aspen Dungeon. I'm going to do some of the dailies whilst we do that. Oh yeah, I did a little bit of housekeeping. We've done the treasure train yesterday, which means we need to do this today. We need to see how far we can go. We've got the wishing coin event next week, which means that we need to try and get more wishing coins. So Aspen Dungeon is a great place for that. Unfortunately, what seems to have happened overnight. Did I just do two? Or is that one? It doesn't matter. Someone seems to have stolen our gems. I had 15,000 yesterday, and now I have 640. So if anyone knows what happened to them, please contact the relevant authorities. Give me my gems back. But apart from that, let's go campaign. Bit of lootage. So yeah, big event next week. We're going to spend some money on the event. But today is all about the Aspen. We're going to go in Aspen. We're going to see. I haven't actually fought in the Aspen today. I've just set it up. I wanted to make sure I had more X with the right artifact. And if I was talking to, I would have messed it up. With the treasure train, it'll be interesting to see how quickly we blast through. It's interesting he didn't kill Bloodblade on one hit. As you know, I'm very cautious with my gems, so we're not going to buy those arena tokens. Yeah, so what we'll do, we'll go through this. If it gets to a point where we're absolutely smashing them, then I'll skip forward some. You see, he's one hit in Ice Blinks. It's interesting. Fields back in the day used to stun lock, yeah, same as Walter. Walter was more, because Walter had 100% stun. So if he was quicker than you, he would just stun you. If you go across Saja in the Purgatory, which is 400 plus, you know exactly what I mean. If she's quicker than you, stun locks you. You can't do anything. You can't break free from it. Very frustrating. Which is why speed matters more once you get past Purgatory. At this, which is level 400 plus, at this point, you're going to be outspeeding everything, or you should be outspeeding everything. So yeah, we'll just go through and we'll see. There's no massive advantage to me pushing really high in Aspen today. I want to get there just for the sake of getting there. I know that there is in the newbie growth plan, we have to get to level 80, which we've already done on this account. We were still beating people, but we just didn't have any healing items, so we're just getting chipped away. After, I will show you what the Pioneer Quest is, which is ironic, and I didn't realise this was one of them. If I had, I would have played the account differently. I know now for my free-to-play account to do something slightly differently. Oh, it's a waste of an ult. Because, yeah, the Pioneer Quest is 5-star heroes, but it's also 4-star and above tavern quests. And I could have saved that. I could have had loads, but I used them. I was going to say wasted. I didn't waste any of them. I need red artifacts to survive. It's my life source. But I haven't even used them yet because we haven't got we haven't got the second Kiss of Ghost. So I could have waited and done them this week and beat the Pioneer Quest. So I actually think this Pioneer Quest we're not going to bother doing unless we see that other people are also sucking at it. If we think we can nip up the leaderboard a bit, then we'll do it. Other than that, we're just going to hold on to our 5-star shards, etc. I've slightly lied because I've got an elite 50 shards, which I'm going to pull after this. Because we want to see if we get someone decent. So see how this goes. The drink today isn't Monster. The drink today is actually Red Bull. So we're going to have some Red Bull today. I went to Morrison's earlier, and that was part of the meal deal. And Monster was also part of the meal deal, but you always know you have to get the best value. And when you've got a £3 drink and a £3.50 meal deal, 2 demon pots in a row. We like to see that. Edgar. I said him on my earlier videos, man. I really wish Edgar was better, because he looks awesome. But he's just not very good. And that's fine. We accept that. Shift you across. So we'll see how this goes. It's already going much better than it did last time. We were 20 levels in, we haven't had to heal. But I suppose that was always going to happen. That was always going to happen. Because obviously we're tankier from the treasure train. See, look, we're already recouping some gems. For those of you that don't know, no one stole my gems. I kind of stole my gems yesterday doing the Brave trial. And you might think to yourself, VH, how could you possibly spend 16, 17, 18,000 gems on Brave trial? Watch the video. Because it shows it there. And I think that scientists, psychologists, I should say, should possibly study that video to see my declining mental state as it went further and further. Because in my head, I knew that it was just it was so stupid to do. But I couldn't stop myself. I was like, oh, I've done this far. Like, Sunken Cost Fallacy 101. It's why I played Fortnite for like 2 years past me enjoying it. Was because I was like, well, I've spent 3 years playing it. I might as well spend another 2 years. God. But yeah, so we'll see. It's a Bloodblade. Bloodblades, these waves used to be an absolute nightmare. Bloodblades. And I don't know when they changed it, because it never used to. There was never a purgatory before when I originally played the game. But they obviously changed it and introduced purgatory. I don't think it went up to level 400 before, because they've introduced new heroes. Am I right in saying? Oh, yeah, I'm right in saying it, because 100% Oberon's here. And he wasn't an OG hero. Kind of OG, depending on when you join the game. I don't consider him OG. But yeah, it used to, like, these healer waves used to be a nightmare. It's the Vesa and the Grus and stuff like that. Vesa and Gru waves. Bloodblade waves. I mean, Oberon waves, to be fair, are an absolute killer. I mean, they're more Tower of Oblivion, but that's another game mode. You see, Grey-Eyed. Grey-Eyed is still here, even in like the 300 plus levels, which is wild to me. I don't know why he's the one that survived. We're gonna milk. There's nothing wrong with milking Morax. Could have phrased it a bit better, but yeah, we killed Dantalion. Dantalion was the pain there. On my other Morax account, my free to play one, Dantalion wave killed me. Just destroyed me. I didn't think about it. He does extra damage to warriors. I died to a Bade wave as well, because he's I already said the other day when I was doing Aspen, it's got like different chances to proc different damages, and it hits the big one, it can do a serious amount of damage. It can nuke someone down. But yeah, we'll just see how far, Bleaker. We'll see how far we can go. Oh, something else I want to say. Someone made a comment about they didn't think you could get Mirage as your first fight. Mirage as your first 5-star. And I didn't think that. Can you guys comment if you've, because I know quite a few of you have started free-to-play accounts recently, or just new accounts recently, to go alongside mine. Which, by the way, I really appreciate that. What was your first 5-star? Because I've never seen a semi-decent 5-star before, and yet to get Mirage was all right. I mean, obviously, because this is a paying account, he didn't survive. But if it wasn't a paying account, he would have survived a little bit. Definitely. So yeah, let me know who your first one was, and we'll just try and get a list together, because I have a feeling they might have opened up the pool of heroes to being any of the base 5 stars that were like never in elite shards. In which case, there's a few that you could get that could be quite cool. So, for instance, you'd never get King Barton or Berea. But yeah, people like Mirage, I know you can get Honor Guard, and Honor Guard can do things. People like that you can get. They're just so much better than Bleaker and heroes like that, and ODO1. I know you can get ODO1. But even, I wonder, like people like Mickey and stuff. But it may be Mickey back in the day. Maybe she was in elite shards, because she at one time was meta. Blocked and dodged, I want to say. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we're absolutely smashing through. We're going to buy them. I'm going to do a video later. I'm going to do a video review on someone's account. He's a noob account, Kyle. And he's given me the info. I'm going to speak to him in Discord after this. And I'm going to do a little video. I'm going to change up the way I do these videos. I think I've kind of solved the lighting. I think the lighting's fine now, how it is. Black backdrop, it's my curtains. It's light today because it's Sunday. It's normally darker, but it looked better last night than what this does now, I think. And it means I don't have to worry about the green screen. It doesn't mean I don't have to worry about what clothes I'm wearing. So if you think the lighting looks okay, let me know. Because I know it's not going to look like professional, but I want it to look better than it's been looking. Hey, great idea. I think I'm going to start doing... We'll start on Thursday. Don't ask me why. Well, I'll tell you why it's Thursday. Doing the event guide, the event review. And then Friday, I think I'm going to stream myself doing the event, so I don't have to make a video. Because that's easy enough. And then it all depends on what, but basically what I want to be doing is recording a video the night before, and I can edit it the next day so I can release it earlier. So basically I'll have to miss out a day or two during the week of videos, but then the event guide videos are normally quite quick. I've got quite quick at doing them. By the way, there was a couple of people in my event guide this week said that I missed out the fact that there's new rewards in Fantasy Factory. Right, there are new rewards, but it's not. People are acting like it's game changing. It's not. You can get some hammers and you can get 2 treasure tickets. Like, let's call a spade a spade. It's not like it's drastically shifted. So I didn't feel like it was worth making too big a point. I mean, the hammers are nice, but if you see them, you're going to get them anyway. It's not like the whole concept has changed. Difficult one. So I feel like Thursday would be event reviews. Friday will be streaming the event. Shit. Okay, we're fine. And then probably do 3 videos throughout the week. It'll give me a chance, because I've made actually... and I'm not going to put it in this video, but I'll probably put it in later on's video. I've made an intro. I made an intro. Without any help. And I've really enjoyed doing it. And I feel like if I start editing my videos, rather than just, this is the video, put a sound effect in every now and then. If I actually start editing the videos properly, someone said the other day about trimming the fat in my videos. So if I edited them properly, done proper transitions, put a bit of memes in, because the thing with memes, it's half the way I speak. I don't do it on here because I don't know how well the memes translate. And I know what I'm talking about, you might not. But if you see a visual meme, then you'd understand what I'm talking about. So I want to start editing them a bit better. And I feel like quality over quantity, especially now the account, there's not going to be daily stuff. Now it's like 10 days old. It is going to be, the account progress is slower, like on a daily basis, which is fine. It's what happens. It's happened quicker here because I've spent money. But you'll know if you've made an account recently, which some of you have, or if you've made it in the last couple of months. What tends to happen is, it's like having a baby, right? The first bit of its life, it feels like you're putting out fires left, right, and centre. And then it gets easier as the baby gets older. And so, yeah, my account's just turned into a toddler a bit sooner than most of yours would have. So, yeah, I feel like I want to do that because it's then I'm not just spending my time doing these. I'm learning other skills. Because there's other games I want to try. I love idle heroes. There's other games I want to try. And I feel like increasing my skills on that side would be much more beneficial than just, spend an hour doing this video, having to watch the hour-long video to make sure it's fine, then processing it, uploading it, doing all the stuff, and it becomes like a 3-hour-long thing, which I don't mind doing, but that's every night. And I don't feel like there's any added value to what I'm doing. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. I hate it when people over edit stuff. So it's not about that, but it's about the little things. Ooh. See, I reckon this back in the day would have been nasty, because she would have silenced you. Bleeds, poisons, blocks. But it's easy now. It's easy with more eggs. And if there's any other games, by the way, you guys like Carl said about Slay the Spire. I've played Slay the Spire once. As you can probably imagine, I was amazing at it. As you can imagine. And there's other games like that I really enjoy playing. So if there's any games that you play that you want to give a shout out to, that I can play, Steam or Play Store or whatever, let me know and I'll see. Because I'm always interested in new games. I'm going to buy it. So we need wishing coins. Where we're going to buy quite a bit the relay. Because you can normally, am I right to say you can normally do 4 cycles of wishing coins? So I need 1,200 wishing coins. Where I'm going to buy the relays, I should have plenty of wishing coins. Because there's no point, I say maxing out the event, doing the 80 buck relay, unless you're doing the whole of the Fragrant Garden Party or whatever they call it with it. Because when you do that, you get all the extra bonus hero chests and stellar shards and whatever they're going to put in that final bracket. Hopefully it's treasure tickets. Might be something else. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the event. So make sure you sub, because I want you to check out my event guide. My event guides, like I said, Thursdays was a bit of a naff one, but not the video itself wasn't naff, but the event's a bit naff. So it's like, well, spend your profit orbs or don't. I recommend you don't. Here's Fantasy Factory. Okay, the rewards are a little bit better, but they're effectively the same. Like, I feel like it'd be different if they doubled the stars you got. That would be worth celebrating. And I think DH Games have done a really good job recently of increasing the rewards. I say recently, on the last event, the Heroic Summon event. So I presume they're going to keep that up. But we have to keep them honest. And let's not praise them too much when they do stuff that is well out of date. I mean, I say that with like the Soul Awakening events that you get during the Transcendence Heroes. Like the rewards you get for using the Transcendence Heroes in battle and the other Transcendence Heroes are just trash. Like, they're just not worth doing, because they need to be updated. It's about keeping in with the power of the game that they've created, right? The rewards need to keep up. If you played the game 7 years ago, the rewards you get now would be amazing. But that was 7 years ago in a completely different game economy. So yeah, everything needs to be kept. Need fishing coins. Everything needs to be kept a buck. And even though they're doing a good job, they need to keep that up. I actually felt I lost to this wave. 18 minutes in. We haven't done a lot other than this, but that's fine. Because this is what we need to do. See, this is what they're sneaky waves. Steals my attack, stuns me, does stuff, bleeds me to hell. There's no issue with using a milk. There's no issue with using a milk. Yeah, we got an ult, so that's fine. So we're going to kill them all anyway. That's the difference from having a 3-man wave to a 4-man wave to a 3-man wave. We wouldn't have got the ult off there, and then we might have been in a bit of trouble. Just standalone queen. It's interesting because there is set heroes that you fight per wave. If you look, there is actually a guide which says it all, like a spreadsheet. It doesn't really matter because it's all random. But let's see how we go. Right. Apologies for the interruption. You might have not even noticed there was an interruption. It depends. I haven't actually been interrupted to do one of these videos before, but we'll see how that kind of flows. We didn't miss anything. Yeah, Ice Blink's fine. Ice Blink, super cool hero. Love Ice Blink. Obviously trash now. The issue with heroes like Ice Blink, where you kind of want him to be your main hero, like his skill set says that you need to build around him a little bit. When he's so underpowered compared to the others, you can't find a use for him. Whereas someone like Gru, you can find a use for Gru in your teams. Same as like I said yesterday, Emily. I like Emily. When they're a support hero, you can still find like niche use cases for them. But as a main hero, like Edgar, I just don't. Yeah, he's never had a place in the meta. I wonder how many people have built him. Though, actually, do you know what? I think a lot of people would have built him because I think you look at him, same as like Lord Balrog. I think you look at these heroes and you think, well, they're really cool. So they must be strong, because no one builds Margaret. Maybe someone would build Margaret. Faceless gets brutal later on. Faceless knocks 25% of your attack. There's one wave where there's 4 of them. So if they all get an attack off, you start hitting for zeros or ones. So they can be a bit of a problem. But we don't worry about that. Lord B-Rog, super cool. Looks super cool. As well as doing, I said, less of these videos, I think I'm also going to do a free-to-play account that will tie in to, like, for new players. So it will be quite difficult to do, logistically, my end. But I found out, like, speaking to a couple of the newer players and they're asking questions. I'm like, well, go look at this and go look at that. It's quite difficult without real-world examples. So I'm thinking about doing, like, a leveling guide within the game. So it'll be a case of, right, recording myself playing the game on a free-to-play account for a few weeks, logging down what I'm doing, etc., and then training it together so I can put it all into a real use case. But that's hard to do. But I think I want to do that. I want to do a free-to-play account that I record, because the other ones I've done, they're in servers that are now older, and I don't like doing that because you're falling well behind. I've missed out on the Pioneer quests now. And also, I feel like when you go back to an old account, you lose the... I don't know what the expression is. You know, like with Morix, I love Morix now because he's my hero. But if I didn't play for 3 months with him and then came back and used him, I wouldn't have the same connection to him, because he's just a random hero. I forget who would be on my account. I wouldn't forget Morix, but I'd forget the others. So yeah, part of me wants to do that, and then see how that goes. Because I said there was going to be, I still have plans for it, to do like a competition on Discord with it, so everyone starts at the same time, with a weekly leaderboard where people get in Aspen Dungeon, Tower of Oblivion, stuff like that. But it needs enough people to make it viable, purely because people will drop out. So if you start a competition with 5 or 6 people, and after a month there's one person left, then obviously it's not much of a competition, right? But I might open it up to people and say, this is what I'm doing, you can join me, and we can just keep it a bit more casual, which would be quite fun, and see how that goes. But yeah, I think I want to do a free-to-play, but I'm going to wait for a good event. The Wishing Coin event is going to be a big event, but it's not one of the big yearly events. I think I might do it Thanksgiving... Was there? There's not an August one. October, Halloween. So one of the bigger events I'm going to do it around, because at least then there should be more codes and you can start off, even though it's free to play, you can start off better. I also have got accounts to do my comeback radio for. So when my collab quest with Cthulhu ends, I have got the ability to do comeback radio quests. Which then means I can be a booster, which means I can boost a new account, which is good. That is cheating with a free-to-play account, boosting it with a striver. But yeah, I have to see what the thought process is there. So got difficult 51, that's fine. I thought we'd get to 300, so we're at 250. I know that the next milestone, or I'm certain the next milestone is going to be the 280, so we'll try and get to 300 today. And then we'll leave it there. Because there's no need to go stupid. It doesn't really benefit us. But yeah, we'll push it and see. It's just nice knowing that I don't have to do those trash fights again. Oh, saying that and come up against Bade. Funny if Bade just nukes me down. That's like what happened with my other Morix one. He was like that where I'm thinking, oh, that's going to be easy. And then he does his ult and he just wiped me out clean. It's like, okay, cool. Cool story. We'll get through there. But yeah, let me know if you like watching. Because the streaming thing is just... Because that would then go up as a video. But it means I don't have to worry about making a video. I can just stream me doing the event. As I would normally do the event. Just, well, no, not normally as I would do the event because it'd be in front of you guys, but doing it that way, and if any of you wanted to watch, you could watch. If no one watches, no one watches. It's not a big deal. I see it's more about, right, there's a way of getting a video without me uploading it and processing it. It's also a good start because I've never streamed anything, and I think there is something different I have to do with streaming. I've got everything set up so it shouldn't be a problem. But yeah, because even down to I can make... Yeah, I'll do 2 windows. So if people want to chat, they can chat. If they don't want to chat, they don't have to. It'd be nice to see people. But this is the issue, I think, with doing a video every day. Is unless you love hearing me speak, which to be fair, there might be people out there that like listening to me speak. This might be considered boring. Well, it definitely is going to be considered boring, right? So it would be nice to roll this in to something else. So as I said, do an event guide, do the event, and then say 2 or 3 videos a week on the actual account. So that I can collate them together. So even if I'm recording like this now, I'd strip it all down and then put that all in with... doing the tower or whatever, seeing how far I can push there, and do another one with like broken spaces and whatever, and yeah, do it that way, because I just feel that this, I don't know how well this is working. What I would say 100% is my engagement's really good, and I'm so chuffed. So many of you, right, are watching the video like, all the way to the end, and I find it weird that my subscriber watch time's so high. So like yesterday it was like 130 views for the video, which I appreciate in the grand scheme of YouTube's not a lot, but like the average view time was like 21 minutes, which is like a third of the video, and my sub watch hours was like 80% of people that watched watch timed were subs. So yeah, I'm looking at that thinking that's really good, right? It's looking at the analytics rather than just, oh, you only get 120. I'm looking at it, or rather looking at it as, oh, I'm only getting 120. I'm trying to look at the positive side, which is, yeah, people that are watching it seem to want to watch it. People seem to be very nice. But yeah, obviously just want to try and take it to the next level a little bit, which I think comes in the quality of the video content. So first and foremost, it's sorting this out, right? Because it was embarrassing. The other day, I was embarrassed doing the video where I looked like a ghost in the corner. Someone said I looked like a ghost in the corner, and that's absolutely right. It was just embarrassing. And it was so distracting, which is why I was swearing an awful lot. Which is why I think my impression rate was so low. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. See how we go forward. Because I'm really enjoying Idle Heroes at the moment, and I think it is more fun to do a new account than it is to have like a really established account. I've always thought that. It would be nice because I could get Morax now. If I bought the collab pack, I could I'm pretty sure I could E5 him now with what I've got. I know I could. I could E5 him, but it feels cheap and nasty to do that when the other stuff isn't there. I think I'm going to limit myself and say, well, look, let's get Resonance Gear first. Let's get Soul Seeker's Torch. Let's get everyone else built up to 10 star that I want on my team. And then I'll be like, right, boost Morax up. So in a couple of weeks, Morax, 2 or 3 weeks, Morax will be E5. We'll unlock the void. We'll have 200, 250 cores to do, which is great. We'll have more treasure tickets, etc. So I'm probably not going to do treasure tickets until, again, I get another 100, 150. And that, again, is fine. We can do that. We can sort that out. We've got some demon pots, which is nice. I'm going to keep him milked. We'll see how it goes. Oh, also, I was looking at I know that not a lot of people actually sign up to YouTube properly, so it doesn't have their information. But a ridiculous amount of people that watch me, apparently, in context to the amount of people that watch me, are from the US, which I find weird. I don't know why I find that weird, but I find it weird that the majority are from the US. And that might be to do with the times that I'm putting my video up, like uploads. Another reason that I kind of want to shift my videos, because by all accounts, the most popular time that people that watch my videos are online is between 4 and 6 o'clock. Well, I get home at 5, half 5. And I don't normally upload my videos till about 8. So what tends to happen is I normally get a few people watch my video, then nothing overnight, and it picks up through the rest of the day. So we'll see if that impacts anything. Trying to make my regular upload time like 4 or 5 o'clock. Like today will be, what's the time now? So it's bang on 4 o'clock now. So this will be up by 5. So yeah, we'll see how that goes as well. See if it makes a difference. Sunday traditionally is my best day. Sunday's traditionally my best day for uploads. Do you know what I'm amazed at? Bear in mind he's 10 star, is how easy he's making this. Like, so now I've had to milk up a couple of times. But he's hitting like an absolute... I haven't got enough gems. That is so embarrassing. I haven't got enough gems to buy 5 wishing coins from the seller. But that's fine. Come on, Dominator. Yeah, so I said I've made my. I think I'm gonna put my intro in my video later. I'll put it at the end of the video. So those of you that watch now, this far into the video, will know that tomorrow's video, which will be an account review, will have. Or should be an account review. Depends how easy it is for me to get access. Should have an intro at the end. I'm not gonna do it at the start. I'm gonna do it at the end because I want to get some feedback first. Because I've made it from scratch. I've had no help from anyone. I've done it myself, and we'll see what we think. Obviously, it's going to end up getting better. This is like first. This is like the first draft of it. Yeah, so we'll get to 300 and we'll stop, and then I'm going to push off screen. No, in fact, I'm not. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We'll get to 300. We'll go and look at a couple of other bits that I need to look at. And then I'll cut and fast forward to where we get to and where we end up dying. So I'll do that kind of off-screeny. I think that's what we'll do. So see how it goes. Good old assassin waves. We like to see it. Water looks so cool, man. I've got what I think's really good point, because I get now why they don't like modifying heroes now. They used to do it a little bit where they would rework heroes. I think what would have been really cool is if they'd have given all heroes V4 improvements, that every hero could be void imprinted. And rather than change their base hero to be good, they could make the void imprinted heroes better. So there are heroes like Queen. I know Nakia. Nakia gets really much better in her her imprints. Like her damage goes right up. Horus is the same. His damage goes right up. So they've done it with a couple, but they could make, so not change the skills as such, but change the percentages and the damage done and stuff like that. So yeah, just make them better heroes, make them all viable. Because I think it's, oh my god, she does nuke, doesn't she? Because I think it's a real shame when you have a bunch of heroes that you can't use, like a fundamental part of the game that you can't use. For me, that's a shame anyway. So we're going to do a couple more fights, get to 300, check in other stuff, and then I'm going to do the smoothest transition that you've ever seen. And this is where I need to get better at it, because realistically, I should have done this about 50 levels ago, but I didn't think about it. But now I've thought about it, I'm going to get better with stuff like this. Which is why I said any time, any of you, because I know there'll be a few of you now still watching, I know that from the analytics. Any advice, give me the advice. I will never take it personally. I'll always take it on board, and I always really appreciate it. Even if it's not particularly constructive, I can still take it on board. I might disregard it a little bit easier if I think you're being a dick, but... Whoop, whoop. But yeah, let me know what people are thinking about the upcoming event. Do they get excited when events come out in Idle Heroes? Or do people not really care? Are all of you playing... I was about to say, I'm happy I killed her then, because she would have done a lot of damage, Starlight. Yeah, let me know what you guys think, because I know some people care, some people don't care. So we're at Nightmare. I don't imagine we're very high up on the... Oh, to be fair, we're 197. Purgatory already. He's been spending some dollars. Right. So we're going to check out a couple of little bits first. And then... Oh yeah, because I can show you the Pioneers race. This guy's on 200 points. 5-star heroes from Shard Fusion and Creation Circle. Complete 4-star or above Tavern quest. So what I've done all my quests. Let's go back. Let's do another one because we've got this. Yeah, 4-star touch. So we'll see how far we get with this. I'm on 47 gems. That is crazy. Should we do some... I've done it already today. That's fine. Yeah, no, we're all done. So I'm going to do a super cool transition. And you'll not, to be fair, I don't even think that you're going to realise that we've skipped forward in time. So let's see how well it goes. Whoosh, whoosh. So what's occurred is that I started using King Barton to see how well he'd do. And then I thought, well, I'll see how well Garuda could do. And they've just got me to 100 levels higher, which is incredible, really. I don't really understand it. I knew that Garuda was okay, and I thought that King Barton would be quite good. I didn't expect them to do quite as well as they had done. This will be interesting to see, because she's been struggling against the Gru waves. But yeah, she obviously nerfs her attack and her crit. But we'll see how it goes. I was going to leave it until I thought we were going to die. And then I thought, well, it seems a bit silly to not show this. I mean, it won't count as a lot. It'll just keep on going, won't it? So, Garuda at 9-star with 4-star gear, with no stone, and an energy source that's like level 1. Because I didn't gear her up. I didn't think I was going to be using her. It's absolutely carried us here. She's not as good as Morax on certain waves. But where she's healing, she's just... I've got to hell. So we're 65th. So I think we're going to get onto the leaderboard. Which bear in mind we started like a week later than a lot of these guys. Is actually quite good, I think. So yeah, we'll see how far we can go. I'm going to probably cut out a lot of the rest of the fights before this. So if at some point you're thinking, well, that's weird, he just cut and came back, that's why I've done it. In fact, I'm probably going to record a little overlay to explain that. That's definitely what I'm going to do. So disregard what I just said. Because I honestly didn't think, I thought I was going to get to level 300. But we're so much past that now. Well, we're over 100 past it. So I'm impressed. Because Morax, once he can heal with the Soul Seeker's torch, Kiss of Ghost, Sigmund has been causing me some problems as well. He was really chunking her because he's got so much armor, so much damage reduction inbuilt in him, and he just burns us down. And normally he's on his own, so we're not getting the healing from killing everyone else with him. Oof, that was bloody close, man. That was bloody close. Yeah, he's been causing us some problems. I don't want to milk. We're going to risk it, because I think we'll be okay. Yeah, see, when we out here, didn't get a kill. Should have milked, but that's okay, because to be fair, we're further than I thought he would be anyway. So I'm not going to be upset about it. I've got to be careful here because I don't want to just throw King Barton in because Cruce will start healing all the other team up. Because when I get my ult here, they're all going to die. This is the advantage of Morax, is that round 2 he kills everyone, but he's got to get to round 2. So where he can be stun locked is a problem. So we're going to do this because I don't know if Faith Blade's quicker than us. No, he's not. So we'll kill 3 of them, and then even if we got stunned, we're quicker, so we could break out of it. If there's 4 of it, it might have caused us a problem. Because yeah, I now want to get onto the leaderboard, obviously. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to cut out some of the stuff, so the video is not 3 hours long of me going through Aspen Dungeon. Mim. I'm going to try King Barton. Because he chips him away. I know they can't be stunned. Oh, he's not going to get his ult off because they're taking away his energy. But the advantage now is they're going to get so low if they don't die that Morax can come in and sweep up. Yes. Yes, yeah, I knew it would be a smart play. The key with Mims is not bursting them. Because you burst them, you get burst yourself back. That's why someone like Flora is really good against Mims. Or King Barton, because it's that constant chip damage, chip that works in your... Yeah, see, this corpse demon can freeze people. Mine bloody can't. That's what works. I'm getting really annoyed checking what these merchants are selling me because it's wishing coins that I can't buy. So we'll see. I want to get to Hell 26. I've got a new target. I want to get on the leaderboard. I knew I'd get on the leaderboard, but I didn't think I was going to get there today. Because Morax, my guy... Okay, that's fine. Morax, my guy, is only 10 star. Yeah, I mean, Corpse Demon's not going to cause any problems. He just does no damage. So even though he's freezing us, yeah, he's just not doing any damage. This is fascinating. These guys, man. This is where, as I said, this is actually because unless you survive to like round 3 or 4, they completely mess you up because they reduce your attack. So we're going to clear 3 of them off now. Because otherwise I think we'd be hitting nothing. To be fair, I don't actually think, looking at the damage she's doing, I don't think they'd have done enough damage to me. I didn't want to take the risk, especially the amount of times I die having... Well, look, it worked before. We're going to try it again, because I just think Morax would get killed by them. I just think he'd get killed by them. So we're going to try King Barton again. By the way, King Barton was doing really well. And just for those that don't know, I'm actually not going to try and get to Purgatory. I'm going to take it to level 450? Wherever it is, the checkpoint before. Because I want to then take in loads of heroes and do like an Aspen guide, trying loads of different heroes and seeing which ones can clear those 50 levels. But obviously then stopping at level 99 so I don't complete it. Because once you get to Purgatory, it's just... They're so much quicker than you, so until you start getting loads of Transcendence heroes, it's really tricky. I think I got to like Purgatory 60 on my main. Admittedly, I haven't really bothered trying it too much. But yeah, you'll get to a point where you get, even with a speed stone, all the speed enables and speed on your artifact that you just don't outspeed Purgatory. And that's even with 4. Yeah, see, this is Greyhide. What's Greyhide doing here? And so you go up against people like Saja, who just stun locks you because she's quicker. And her basic, I think, stuns you for 2 rounds. So even when she's doing her active skill, you don't get the reprieve that you get with other heroes like Faceless, where it's just 1 round. So yeah, when Faceless gets to do her active skill, you get your attack back. These have hurt me before. These can be sneaky because they put the Watcher marks on you. And they end up hitting you really hard. Like there. I mean, they do hit hard and they break your attack. Sleepless. I mean, he's going to resurrect. I was a little bit worried. I haven't got a lot. Is it still 26? With someone doing it like right now. I want to see my name in lights. Try Freya. We'll see how it goes. She's getting there. Yeah. 1v1. We're fine. Oh. Is this just stupid? I feel like it's stupid. There's no point doing that. Because they're all going to revive. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. Yeah, he's got stuns off bat. Nice. It's Aiden's. It's not Sleepless's. I mean, it still worked, so I'm not gonna sit and cry about it. Amuvors. Let's just see what King Barton can do. King Barton's a bit nasty. I've been really impressed. Yeah, he's died a bit. He's chunked down the health enough. I was very, very impressed by King Barton. I've got to say. I don't think Amuvor heals, so we're gonna just chip it away with Corpse Demon. Okay, I lied. They are healing, so I've just helped them out. Well, I've helped out one of them. The other one's lower. I haven't used Amuvor ever, so we'll do that. We're gonna ult and kill them both, which is fine. Stop it, Gurk. Good. Good, good, good. Good, 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 good. Corpse Demon. He's not going to kill us. I'm 99% certain he's not going to kill us. Again, this guy is freezing. My guy doesn't freeze. Moo. Moo moo milk. We like it. What's the point in risking it when we only need to get to 26? Let's do this. Excellent. We've killed the ones we wanted to kill. Cruise isn't a worry. Oh, I wish we didn't have to use our ult, but... Valentino and a Mickey. I like Valentino. Valentino was meta. Valentino Jara was a strong combo back in the day. You had stun from Valentino, petrify and freeze from Jara. So we've done it. Okay. Let's moo moo milk. And let's see. We've got a demon pot left, but I don't want to be silly with it. Yeah. So Sid, once Morax is healing himself from damage he's done, I think he's going to be an absolute animal. Stop it. Stop telling me all the stuff I can't buy. This is the wave. This wave here is notoriously brutal. He just completely craps you up. She silences you and ends up hitting like a train. And they both heal. But as I said, we've got too much burst at the moment. One Heart Watcher will be fine. There you go. So we're going to move even further up the leaderboards now. Where are we right now? 49. That's cool. So, yeah. So we're there. Sweet. I don't want to get murked by Jara, so I just want to finish this. We're not going to get to 50 because we don't have the facilities for that. But by the time it next opens, we should have. And I'll do a video, obviously, on that. And we'll see how far we can push. See what Bade can do. Not expecting an awful lot. Yeah, he hits hard. He does hit hard. Alright, this is perfect. So I'm going to show you here. We're going to end up hitting ones. I'm almost certain of it. Yeah, reduces our attack. We're hitting for 35, 46, 35, 46. Now they've ulted. Nah, they've reduced our attack again, yeah. There you go. Get killed by faces. That's fine. I knew that was going to happen. So, can Freya 1v1 a faceless? She can. Can she 1v2 Karims? She can. Okay, girl. Now we come to the end. But that's fine. I was actually really impressed with that. I think that was well played by Freya. Yeah. Cool. So look, we're all done. I'm going to cut a lot of the stuff out. So if you're still here at this point and you're wondering why stuff's been cut, I know I'd have explained it earlier and I'm going to make a little cut in. But yeah, that's why it took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. But we've got to 134, which I think is really good. So where are we? We're 46th. Why is our name not up in lights? But next time we go in here, we'll obviously be able to do a lot more. My name's still not there. That's fine. Because we're only level 91. But look, thank you so much for watching today. Account review tomorrow with my new intro at the end. Give me feedback. Please like and sub if you haven't already. I know most of you have. And I really appreciate you sticking around. I hope your day goes really well. So yeah, stay safe. VH out.